Hello, my name is Daniela, and today I'm here to talk about the Rosary. Um, it's a prayer that exists for a long, long, long time, and many people they don't know how powerful this prayer. And usually it's used more Catholic Church. You, they use that prayer, and sometimes there are church that they pray the Rosary daily. If you search about the Rosary, you can learn a lot of things about the prayers of the Rosary. Then today I decided to talk about that because it's a prayer that you can use for any situations in your life, and many people they think only it's for Catholic people, for people that go to Catholic church. But I think this prayer you can use. Doesn't matter if you're Catholic or not. You can pray the Rosary. You know, if you pray the Rosary, you will feel more comfort. Helps with for the parting souls for people who die. Helps also for people for you for yourself if you have depression, anxiety, for any problems you go through your life, for sicknesses, um, um, for marriage, or for sickness. I already told sickness. For anything you have in your life, if you pray the Rosary, this will help you a lot and makes you more connected to God, makes you more peaceful, and it's a very relaxing prayer, you know. And some people think it's very difficult to pray. No, it's not very difficult. It takes about only 15 minutes because there is 15 minutes per day that you can pray the Rosary. Today I'm not going to pray the Rosary. I'm just trying to explain the uh, how important how important is to pray it, and how will benefit so much if you pray it daily, you know. In the for daily prayers you can take about 15 minutes a day. You know, you have all day to pray. Only taking 15 minutes on your day, I don't think it's so much. You can pray 15 minutes a day if you pray daily. Then if you pray the complete Rosary, it takes about an hour and 1 hour 50. It depends on how do you pray, you know. In the praying also the Rosary, the best thing to pray if you are like don't rush, don't go like so fast. Pray slowly, you know, with the devotion, with the you put your soul, your spirit when you pray the Rosary. This will help you so much for your kids, for anything, you know. Just to pray the Rosary, and don't think that I'm not Catholic, I don't pray, you know, because sometimes I heard the people to say, oh, I'm not a Catholic, I don't. Catholic Church is very strict. Um, that people gave up on a Catholic Church. You know, they don't want because there is so many rules, so many things that you have to follow, and they are not prepared. They don't. People usually they don't prefer. They don't like to follow the. They don't want to be Catholic. To be in Catholic Church, but don't think about that. You know, just pray the Rosary. Don't put your head like, okay, belongs to a Catholic church. I'm not doing that. Another also concept that people have, it's like they don't pray for Virgin Mary, because when they say Virgin Mary, they say, oh, I don't pray for her. You know, she's our mother. She's the mother of Jesus Christ, and also she's our mother. When you pray for her, you know, what is a mother? If you pray for her, she's the mother of Jesus Christ. If you pray for her, she directly go directly to her son. And if you ministers her, because her role is very important on the Bible, and sometimes people put her like on the low level. If you don't what is the mother? Mother has a very powerful role, you know. Then what is a son? If he is his son, if he feels like he loves her so much, you know, then if you don't respect her mother, say, I'm not going to pray for her, and I go directly to him. You know, many people say, I don't want to, who is she? I don't want to pray for her. You know, what is the mother? If you have a son, you know, put your shoes on her shoes. If you have a son, and your son become maybe something important in life. And some people come and say, oh, I don't care about the mother, I care about the son. Don't you see that this is I don't think that this is a prejudice. I believe this is prejudice. They don't put her as a whole of a mother. She's a mother. In our society today, people, that's why sometimes things go so not so well, because as a mother they don't um, they don't keep the holes of mother. They don't say our mother. She's our mother. She has a hole in the. You go over there. You pray for her, and she's because she's the mother. She goes directly to Jesus Christ and asks for us, ask for you, ask for tell him about your problems, and he hears her. And he gives to her. Then it's very important to pray the rosary. Don't to judge, don't to say no, I'm not going to pray for her, or who is she, who is a Virgin Mary. All these things I have listened to people to say. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just to pray the rosary daily, and you see a change in your life. You see a change in your soul. You see a change in your spirit. You become. It's so powerful prayer. It's the most powerful prayer. Even if you don't pray anything, but if you dedicate your life to start to pray the rosary, you see things to change in your life for much, much, much better. You're going to be more peaceful. You're going to be more to have more compassion. You're going to be more forgiving. You're going to be more giving person. So many positive things are, because sometimes you look only on our problems. You look only, oh, I don't have this. Oh, I have this problem. Oh, I have that. But if you focus, if you pray the rosary, you won't focus on more only on you more, because you see around, you see other people, they have other problems, and you become a tendency to put yourself back and see, oh, even if I have a problem, but my problem is not the same of other person. And this makes a lot of difference. That's why I say just pray the rosary. And as I say before, I'm not going to pray the rosary today, but I will start to pray the rosary, and I'll teach it for the people who don't know how to pray the rosary. I learn the rosary by watching videos, in YouTube. YouTube helped me a lot. Not only YouTube, I went to a church, and I start to pray as a group. I start to go to church, and I learn a little bit, but become more. I have more curiosity, because I went over there and I say I want to learn more, and I went to YouTube and I start to learn through YouTube. And if you want, also YouTube will help you, or I'll help you too if you want. Then today there is this. I'm going to show you. This is I hope this my camera is not so well, but this is Pray the Rosary Daily. This I buy. It's from Maria's. It's Marian's. It's a press. That at the end there is a where you can call Marian org. Shopmers.org. Shopmers.org. If you click, if you Google it, it's like shop and put Mercy, MERCY.org, and you can see there is rosaries. They sell a lot of things. They sell a lot of things, but you can buy. There is from this one. Usually this one I use, or there is different language. There is also in Spanish. You can use also if you want to pray the rosary. There is also in Spanish, and also I saw in French. There is that. I don't know if there is other language, but only these three for sure I saw that. And here, because here there is a lot of people speak Spanish too, and I bought also Spanish. And I'll tell you more things I know books or about the things that it's important, because I want you to be happy. I want you to be to have a good life, And the happiness doesn't. Sometimes you think happiness is because you have money. You have to have money. Happiness doesn't go through the money. Happiness is your soul, your spirit, how you feel daily. The peace that you have, the connection with the God. And all of us want to have this connection. It's difficult because it's difficult to have that connections, to be a person without selfishness, to be a person who, whatever sometimes people do to you, you don't go to revenge, to be a person with the compassion, to be a loving person. All this is difficult, it's not easy, but you can be this person step by step, until you be. Do the best, always do the best you can. As you do the best you can, you'll succeed. Doesn't matter so many obstacles you'll find on your way, but to do the best. And the most thing that you have to think about is love. Love is the most powerful thing in the world. Love and be patient, to have compassion. Love is the cure for everything. If you love someone, and even if someone hates you, just show love, just show compassion, just show that you care, you know. This will change everything. Okay. Okay. Then, as I say to you, this is the booklet that I use all the time. Is Pray the Rosary Daily, and I will show you how it is. There is pictures in basically this Rosary is the story of a Virgin Mary. Is had the story of Jesus Christ to the eyes of a Virgin Mary, how everything started until the end, until Jesus Christ was dead, and everything from the beginning of his life, even before he was alive, until the end, until everything ends, Then there is basically one, two, three, four, five mysteries. There is five mysteries. In these mysteries you have to pray, like I say, every day, and there is a part that tells you which days you pray. For example, the first mystery is a first joyful mystery, then you have first luminous mystery, then you have first sorrowful mystery, and you have first glorious mystery. On the first joyful mystery, here, if you go back, it's I know it's a little bit blurred, but you cannot see. But I will tell you on this section. What is the section? Okay, on this section here, I hope the kids okay. On this section here, with my fingers, there is yeah, okay. I hope we can. In this section here, that say the joyful mysteries, that say everything, tells you which days you have to pray the Rosary, which days is you have to pray the Rosary, which section you have to pray. If it is the joyful, if it is luminous mystery, sorrowful mystery, or if it is glorious mystery. For example, here, today is Monday. For the Monday, usually Mondays and Saturdays, you pray the first joyful mysteries. Is the first one, and it goes from top down. You pray from top down. Then the second one, luminous mysteries, you pray basically on Thursdays. The luminous mysteries, it's this one. Second one, you pray on here. Pictures. Okay, this one here you praise on Thursday. Then sorrowful mysteries. The sorrowful mysteries you prayed on Tuesdays and Fridays, like tomorrow, Tuesdays and Fridays. And the glorious mysteries you place on Wednesdays and Sundays. Then for praying the Rosary, the first joyful mystery, because it's mostly you can see the pictures, is this one. This one, it's here. I'm going to put here for you to see. Yeah, this one is when the angel Gabriel came and talk with the Virgin Mary about about God wants her to be the mother of Jesus Christ, you know. Then the second part is when she goes to visit her cousin and tells about the visitation, and she says that she's petting, you know. She tells the story because she's happy, and tells here about the visitation. Then we say the fruit of the mystery is the love of neighbor. The third is the birth of Jesus Christ, you know, where he was when he was born, where he was, you know. And the fruit of the mystery is poverty in spirit, you know, because here they focus like they didn't have anything. They were not on when she gave a birth. The most important thing, it was the baby, you know, in the surroundings, you know. It seems like everything was magical, you know. It didn't matter how much money for them, didn't matter how much money. It was the birth of Jesus Christ what matters at that time. Then is the other one is the presentation. Here is the presentation of the baby Jesus Christ to the elders, the scholars, that time she presented to them too. You know, it's like when you have a baby, you after that one time you present to the family, um, to be baptized. It's like a baptized thing happened here. And last time it when Jesus Christ was lost, and they find him in the temple later on. She and Saint Joseph, Virgin Mary, Saint Joseph. You know, this it's a very important. You know, it's very beautiful. If you pray every single day, I'm telling you that takes about 15 minutes just to pray. And on the back of the on the back here you have prayers of the Rosary. Basically, you have to do it sign of the cross, name the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And you have to say the Apostle Creed, Our Father, Hail Mary, glory to be the Father, and oh my Jesus, the other one. And for the praying the Rosary, you have to have a Rosary, and you follow the ballets. But I'll pray with you, and I'll let you know. I'll teach you how to pray the Rosary, you know, and you follow the ballets, and you say everything, you know. And every person is different to how to pray the Rosary. Some people just to pray the Rosary like but they don't sing, or they don't say Ave Mary, they don't say more other prayers, you know. But I think when you pray the Rosary, to give a little bit more strong, you are praying to her. You are praying to her. Then when you pray for her, at least I say one Ave Mary for her, just um, to the prayers to be more strong, more powerful, you know. It's not just reading, okay, Our Father, Holy Mary, but I will go to the stage with you and I will tell you. Usually I say Ave Mary. You know, it's a thing for us. I learned with a priest. He used to say Ave Mary, and I love that when you say the Ave Mary. It's beautiful. You know, I love a lot. Then that's why I'm telling you today. It's just try to explain to you and just try to say to you where you can find that if you can buy. It's not. It's cheaper. Sorry, it's not expensive, but I think and not so. The expensive is the shipping. You know, if you go to buy. Yeah, shipping, I believe it's a little bit expensive, becomes expensive if you buy one and have to pay. If you don't, but some of the Catholic Church, they have booklets like that. If you go to a church called Catholic Church, you can get the Rosary. Also, there is a church that they have rosaries for free, and you can take from that. I don't know if all Catholic Church they have the Rosary booklet, but you can. And if you don't, maybe you can search on Google. You can print like how, because basically what you need to know, it's to say the Apostle Creed, Our Father, Hail Mary, God be the Father, Holy Holy Queen, and Oh my Jesus. You know, these are the things that you have to do. For other people, they say that it's very repetitive. People say they don't like to do that. But remember, at the end, it's for you. It's for your soul. It's for you. It's not for someone else. It's for you. Then pray. Prayers are very powerful. This is the most powerful prayer. Even if you say that, I'm repeating again, don't say I'm not Catholic person. I'm don't believing in Virgin Mary. No, don't say that. Just to pray. It doesn't matter, and here I'm going to say to you, doesn't matter if you are belong to other religion. If you pray, if you're not Catholic, doesn't matter. The matters is pray the Rosary, and the Rosary also connects you, because when you pray, all things you go to your life, because when you pray the Rosary, it's not only for you. The Rosary, the secret of Rosary, it's not only you're praying for you, or for praying for family, or praying for the people around you only. You pray for the community. You pray for your country. You pray for other people. You pray for things getting better. That's why this is the wonderful thing about the Rosary. And also you pray for the departed souls. Because when people die, what happens? The people cry maybe 1 month, or feel the people close to you, they feel the most. But after that, people are forgotten. But as you pray the Rosary, this is also a remembrance that they are still here with us, not only in our spirit, but they are so happy that you remember them and you pray for them. This then is very important that you pray the Rosary daily. Remember, it's a prayer not only for you and for your family. It's a prayer for our community, a prayer for our country, a prayer for everyone. And sometimes things goes wrong because nowadays also you don't pray enough. You know, you don't care enough about other people. You just care about our problems. You care about what goes on in our own house, but you don't care about what goes on the neighbor, how going on in our community, in our neighborhood. Also, you don't care about that. Then, as you start to pray the Rosary, as I am telling you, things are going to change much better for you and for your family. Takes time. I'm not saying that will be like one day I pray the Rosary, everything will be okay. No, takes time, takes devotion, takes perseverance. In this, if you read the Rosary, tells everything like humility, you know, the Annunciation when Saint Gabriel came, the humility, you know, how much people nowadays they are so humble, they are things, they are like very humble people, very good people. Or many people are like that in nowadays. You seldom find people like that because people are usually more like thinking about themselves, thinking about to be better than anyone, thinking about to be competition. I have to prove I'm the best one. Thinking about always to have money or be or the best in the best for everyone to admire them. In this case, no. When the angel Gabriel came to Virgin Mary, she was very honored. The way she put herself, she embraced her church like this. She she's so, oh, it's me. He chose me to be, kind of. She could not believe she'll be the mother of Jesus Christ. And this happens with us in our life. How many people have these qualities today, these virtues to be have humility, you know all of us, you are more like selfish, you are greedy, you want to things, and but you don't have this humility, this um, feeling, someone gives you something, you feel like, oh, for me, even not given to you, yeah, you feel like that, oh, you're losing that, because everyone wants to show that in the world you live in today. Everyone wants to show that you are better than other one. You want to be on top. You want to have money. You want to have things. But this quality is virtue, like humility. No one wants to. It's they don't care about that. Then another one, when she went to see her cousin Elizabeth, the visitation, love of neighbor. It's also very important what you do for your neighbor. You know, do you care about your neighbor? If your neighbor have a problem, do you like give a hint to your neighbor? What you do for your neighbor? You know, in old times or even in other culture, our neighbor is our family. You know, when I grew up, my neighbor was my family. Sometimes they call your neighbor become after living a certain time, your neighbor become your family because he's so close to you. You go to his house, they come to your house. You eat, invite them. They have parts. That you are going to their parts, they are going to your parts. You know, it's a family. But in today, the world you live today, our neighbors they're not a family anymore. They become they are strangers. You even when you live in the apartment, even when you live in the apartment, your neighbor is a stranger for you. You come and you say I, and that's it. You don't care if the neighbor has a problem, if neighbor needs a help. Don't care. On the people, it's totally different. You know, all the times neighbors was family. You know, you have children, the children together go to the neighbor comes to your home. It's totally different. This doesn't exist anymore. There are few people who still do that. Then the birth of justice, poverty in spirit. You know, poverty in spirit. What means? You know, you don't care about the things about the world that I have to offer to you. You care about you know, being like humility, being poverty. You are not greedy person. You are not selfish person. You're just a person over there, like giving person, loving person, have compassion person. You know, you are like that. You know, but to come to this state, that's why I say it's not easy. You know, all of us you have ups and downs. You know, no one is perfect here, and I'm not pointing the fingers to anyone. I'm just saying that try to do the best you can. You know, then you have presentation, obedience. You know, and another thing that in our society, if you start when you listen to someone, if someone comes to you and only you have the tendency to listen if it's our boss in our work. But it is not related to our boss. If it is people around, you kind of, who is this she who's telling me what to do? Who is this person? You know, you kind of, I don't care. Whatever they tell me, I don't care, you know. Sometimes, you know, and all the times you have an example like the teachers, you know, uh, before teachers have a very powerful, they had a very powerful role in our society. But sometimes you hear you know, you go on sites and hear the teacher gave a grade to a child, and the parents become upset because it was not a good grade, you know, like I say, oh, the teacher is not good, it cannot be done because of my son or something, you know. Then this is like sometimes you have to a little bit put yourself a little bit down in the sea, you know, just listen, just listen what other person has to say, and see what is the point. You know, obedience. Obedience doesn't mean that you lower yourself than other people. Doesn't mean that. Obedience is like mm, you listen what other people say, you know, and you follow. You know, I'm not saying that everything what people say to you you have to follow, but it's like things that are important. You know, sometimes you have to do things as a community. Um, Things are important, like you should do it. You know, like obedience to. How can I say to you, like obedience, like your role in society, as example. You know, um, for example, when you are small, as a child, you listen to, you obey your parents. This is the perfect example. Obey your parents. You listen to your parents. But our children today have the whole of the obedience is totally not so much, because they don't obey. They have a tendency to be more, a little bit, okay, I will have to do this way. I'm not saying that they cannot do. I'm not saying taking the input in what goes on, but there are places that you have to obey. There are things that you have to obey for better the community, for better everything. That's why I'm saying obedience. Obedience is a big time. Then do the things the way it should be, the way it should be done in our society. Do the things that obey doesn't mean you obey puts yourself lower than other people. Don't look this way. No, it's not this way. Obey, sometimes obedience, obey something or doing something, it's because it's necessary to do it, because not everyone has to be the boss. First of all, this is the point. Not everyone. Then you have to listen. If you go to work, if your boss tells you you have to do that, you have to do that. Because you are working. You say, oh, this is my job. This is how I have to do. Then it's you obey because you say it's work. But if it's out of work, also, there are things that if you obey, listen. I'm not saying that has to put yourself on low level, you know, put yourself on a low level. In today's world, for example, a man and a woman, before a woman who used to listen more to the men were up a little bit. Um, the roles of men was more a leader, or like, okay, the women have to follow the man and they have to obey the man. Whatever the men say to the women, they have to do. And today's society not. It's like there is more. Both of them come at the same point in their agree what they need to do. But at the same point, for the marriage, for a relationship goes well, sometimes the woman has to put herself a little bit behind and let the man lead. This way there is more understanding and more love. And I know for some women they say, oh, I have to be equal, the same on the same in the same in same level that a man. You know, I work, I do this, I have to be like that. Or sometimes the woman wants to be a little bit on top side than a man. Um, it depends on how you where your values, your culture. It depends on you. What you depends also the relationment. I'm not saying that you have to obey. I'm not saying that it's that you um, uh, have to have understanding between both parts. You know, but at one point for the goals, because still, even if many women they don't accept and see that this is like a machist, still a man has a much bigger role than a woman in our society. Still have, you know, and if you usually also you say men's and women's are equal, um, yeah, can see that men's and women's are equal, but still there is a difference. Even if people they don't want to accept this openly, and they become, oh no, you have to be equal, the same, no. But just to think and just look around, how many couples, if they are together 50, 25, or 30, what is the secret of their marriage? who is leading the house. Even if it is a woman who is leading the house, and usually most of the times, not saying that, oh, it's a woman who is leading the house, you know. Even if it's a woman who leads the house, has to do in the same way, in the way that the man don't put the values of the man down, you know, to the man doesn't feel like is under a woman, you know. And also, what the secret, she listens to him. She listens to him and she obeys to him too, you know. And I know that this is very complicated for people say, oh, this is not, but don't go this way. I'm just telling you, you know, as a as a person from I'm just telling you the secret, sometimes the secret of a good marriage. Listen to on each other. And even if you have to put your self down, back yourself, do it. You know, if you want to be happy, if you want to have a good marriage, if you want to have a good family, if you want to have a good relationship, but why not? You know, don't be like, I have to be on top. You know, because sometimes this is why so many marriages fall down, lack of understanding. You know, everyone wants to be number one. You know, you can be number one as a woman without even a man knows that you are the number one. You know, you are the number one. You do a lot of things, but never put yourself, I am the one. I am the one to do that. I am the one to do that. No, don't. You put yourself back and you do it because you're doing for your family. You're creating a powerful family, you know. Then I try to say that obedience, you know, it's a very difficult topic because nowadays no one wants to obey no one. Everyone wants to be like, I'm the one, I do this, I don't care. Whatever they say, whatever they do, I don't care. It's a very difficult topic, obedience, you know, and people have a tough time to follow it. I'm also not perfect in obedience, you know. And basically, the things I love the most, I don't, you know. If I believe one thing, if I feel like has to be done this way, I I have half time to accept that. I can say that I'm not a very obedient person, you know. But on not things that are very okay, for example, I can tell you like obedience. I'm not, if I go to pray the rosary, you know, outside, if I see someone pray the rosary wrong, I I have a hard time to follow this person or the person who's doing the rosary because I feel like it's not fair, you know. It's not fair. If you are dedicating, if you are putting yourself praying the rosary, you should do the right way. You should not do the rosary the wrong way, or skipping some things, or don't. I feel like it's why you pray the rosary if you're not doing the right way. Why? You know, it's that's why it's split. That's why there is here step by step. And if you, as a person, as a loving Virgin Mary, if you want to sing a song like between the mysteries, usually I do, I feel like it's good for her because you are showing that our appreciation, you're showing that our love, you're showing that you love her, you know. I also feel like you should not, some people are very sensitive, or has to be this way, don't sing between the mysteries. You know, some people they accept you say Ave, Ave, Ave Maria. It's just appreciation of her. You are praying for her. Why not saying one Ave Maria to her? You know, I have a hard time to follow people that don't do that, but it's okay. I now I it's okay. It's okay If people they don't want to say Ave Maria, so it's the way just to pray the best you can, is just to do the best you can, just love her, the best. This is the best topic, the best way. Pray the Rosary the best you can, and love it, you know. And whatever you want to do, you do when you pray. Pray calmly with devotion, just to do the best, you know. And the obedience, like I say, um, follow always what is to your heart, you know. If you feel like the rosary is not praying correctly, then it's for her. It's our you dedicate our time for her, and I want people. I just want to say that people should pray the rosary correctly, because there are steps. Step one, step two. You know, if you go to, you can learn how to pray the rosary, and it's it's for her. It's to demonstrate for our love for her. Then the last one is joy in finding Jesus. You know, when you lost a child, you think you lost, and suddenly you are worried, you know, and suddenly you find him. The emotions you have, oh, where were you? You know, this is a very, Rosary is a very powerful. I hope you like it, and I hope you learn how to pray the Rosary. And I'll go more details. Next time I'll pray the Rosary the first time. I'll pray, and every day I'll pray one section just to help you to go through. And I'll say that, sorry, I also say that the part that if you want to pray, if you want to add something else, because the rosary, the simple rosary can be a little bit faster, 15 minutes, but if you want to dedicate more time, be more true, you can also pray more, add a little bit more. Like I say, you can sing between, you know. When you're at home, you cannot do that. When you go to pray in group, um, if you go to church, basically you have to follow who is leading the rosary. Sometimes it depends the person who leading the rosary. You can put like singing. You know, some priests they between the rosary they sing. You know, they say Ave Maria. Some priests, it depends the person who does the rosary, but it depends how they feel it, you know, depends how emotion, how powerful for them to pray the rosary, you know. Everything depends on the person who's doing the rosary, you know. And for some they are more quicker, go through, for some are more slow and show more emotions, they go this feeling to pray the rosary. But I will teach you the way I like to pray the rosary, and I will teach you the way I like when I say the pray. I sing to her. I love that, you know. I'll teach you that, you know, and it's up to you what you want to do. But just to pray and sing for her, she'll love it. Okay, and thank you for having me here. Um, and I'll see you next time. And thank you so much. Have a good day or a good night. Thank you.